children in action here, using the screen, as we can see. Lots of smiling faces, which is what we want to see, children actually getting to grips with this new technology in a very hands-on way, something that they can actively implement and use in the classroom. What I'm hoping is that the funding will be available for children from all backgrounds, not just the academies, can have access to basically these things which are shaping the future job market, especially in this country. Just looking at this exhibit hall today, it is filled with some incredibly innovative and future-forward concepts. So we're talking now about some music tech solutions in school. So I'm just talking to Richard Payne. Hi, Richard.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
This is Nick, who works for
Hi, Nick. How you doing?
Nice.
What are you playing on here? What can you show us?
It's Pro Tools. It's the latest version. So this can be used for music production, post-production, in film.
So this is a very similar interface, isn't it, to what you would get on maybe GarageBand or things that maybe students would be familiar with already. So this is like the leap into professionalism, maybe?
Yes. GarageBand's a great introduction to music, but this is what students will end up using if they went into the industry.
Also something I'm very interested in terms of kind of film and music and the collaboration between the two is surround sound. Does Pro Tools have a built-in surround sound capacity?
It's fully supports surround channels. So I work at Sheffield Studios. All of the films are done in 5.1, 7.1 surround, and so you're able to mix stems at 5.1.
Just going back here to Richard, who we were talking about Sibelius with, in terms of working with that and surround sound, I mean, a lot of movies are in surround sound. How does that influence how a composer works in that kind of space dimension?
Well, the good thing about Pro Tools is because Pro Tools and Sibelius are both made for Avid, they've actually
seamless integration.
So you can bring, for example, the sound file from Sibelius into Pro Tools. They use real wire and playing at the same time. So you can, as a composer, you can be working with audio and notation, and the best audio program and the best notation software together.
Because obviously we're getting 3D now as well, so we're kind of actually adding another dimension, aren't we, to all of this? You know, how does that affect how sound design is evolving?
Well, they tend to have more channels now, and at the moment they use in current movies like maybe Tintin, they will use some special panning techniques, so you're not you're sort of emphasising the 3D aspects.
That's brilliant. So it's been really interesting today because I've been talking to the level of teaching primary school children, so obviously this is kind of the height. So it's been really interesting. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. So I'm here today at Bett 2012 and I'm talking to some of the most innovative in terms of education, and I'm here at the moment with Kensington.
Yes, hi there, nice to meet you.
Right, I'm Estelle. I run music workshops and I do a blog on YouTube about technology and how it can help young people. What do you think Samsung have got at the moment that is really separating them in terms of being at the forefront of offering things for education?
Samsung, without a doubt, the #1 technology company within the world. We hold #1 market share position, for example, within our display products. We are innovators when it comes to manufacturing, design and providing cutting-edge products to all of our customers.
So was this including your new smart connected TV, for example, which is at the cutting edge, isn't it?
Absolutely. So for those organisations that are looking to change their working patterns, say within education, for example, you can have a hub monitor where students or pupils can bring their mobile, their portable device and actually connect wirelessly.
So does that mean they can bring their homework in maybe on these devices?
Absolutely.
And they've researched it on their connected TV and set at home and they bring it in. So there's no more excuses that the dog ate my phone. Also, I've noticed some connection with the British Museum.
So we've invested heavily within the British Museum. Please have a look and check out our technology, where there's a lot of Samsung product within British Museum, and currently today we have them showcasing a number of old artefacts, about 2,500 years old.
So they're complete opposite to the Samsung products.
Yes, where certainly in a classroom environment a teacher can demonstrate through a visualiser the product to the school, to the pupils. They can then run certain information on our e-board, which is interactive touch.
Is the e-board like the, I've seen some of these elsewhere, the whiteboard, the interactive screen that most teachers are using. So is that kind of becoming very similar now to
very much so. So you can project from a visualiser or you can project from a mobile device onto the e-board, get
one we just saw. And this is multi-touch.
So there's 2 points of touch.
Wow. Oh,
4 points of touch. So if you do this well,
try that. This is multi-touch, meaning you can have a two-handed approach. Which when you've got a classroom of 10 children, that's a really great thing that they can all actually have a go without having to wait in turn.
So as well as the fun stuff, which offers to keep the children amused for those rainy days, the approaching weather front is of cloud-based hubs and storage options.
Where is all of this virtual stuff being all in clouds? It's all in the clouds!
With an emphasis on interactivity.
What can you tell me about what Casio are doing to make learning fun?
Interactive learning steps. You can incorporate it in with the hardware and literally save it their own steps in their learning process.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's good. So they can kind of tailor-make it, for example, in the classroom to a specific learning programme.
Yeah.
And a promising advance, perhaps even a thaw, in manufacturer compatibility.
That's great. What I like about this as well is it's this kind of integration between companies now. Like, we're not going to have this VHS, versus Betamax or whatever. No one will even remember that. We're actually going to have, do you think in the future, integration, the companies will all work together to have this?
there's a lot more integration. I mean, everything is obviously PC-based, those sorts of apps.
Yeah.
But it still links in the same APIs, the same sort of controls.
The iPad still seemed to be the leading interface, with its packed workshops filled with eager teachers encouraged by affordable apps with real classroom applications.
And that's very much what the iPad is about.
Are we seeing the beginning of a new next generation of technology-savvy children who perhaps the pen and paper will no longer exist? As Martin McLuhan said, we make the tools, but the tools shape us.